be a millionaire to entertain syrup nowadays, man.
Yeah.
I tell people it's too late. That's a drug that just passed, man. Let it go, man. Because if they all let it go, the prices will go back to normal. The more y'all with it, we can't drink this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 3,000 a pint, 200 a line. That's 3,200 a pint, bro. Think about it. The way I drank, we drinking an 8 every day. That's 1,600 a day. 10 days, that's 16,000.
Yeah.
20 days, that's 32,000.
So
$48,000, $50,000 a month on syrup, but you could be a millionaire and go broke on syrup.
No, for real. So let me ask you this then, from your perspective, what would you say the biggest difference is? Because like even now, I guess the word ops, they say you got ops. How would you compare the beef back then versus these beefs that you see now?
Totally different because it's more like clicked up. So, back then it was neighborhood against neighborhood, or side of town against the side of town. Screw kind of made it where it was like a side of town versus another side.
Yeah.
When we start hanging in Screw House, that's what started making our neighborhoods, come together and we having the same story. It wasn't social media back then. There wasn't no phone and everybody, you know what I mean? You got beepers, you got, the flip phones when that came out. So it was just hanging in certain areas and come to find out, damn, y'all do the same thing we do. So back then it was more of like, first it was a neighborhood thing. We kind of came together as a side with a common enemy, which was the north side. So from that area, it was like south side, north side beef. That also entangled few gang members here, a few gang members there. But after Lil Wayne hit, it turned into Suwu capital. You know what I mean? Like Lil Wayne just like, he took game and they business and sprinkled it all through the world, especially Houston. So it turned into that. But now what you have now is more like clique beefs. Like, so you might have some Crips and Bloods in the same little clique. And now it's like, but the gunpowder they got now is different.
Yeah.
Them switches changed the game. You know what I mean? Like you can let 30 bullets off in one pull. Oh man, the beef is crazy because back then we would go to Astroworld and you would see your op and y'all would fight. You know what I'm saying? Rarely that turned into, man, it'd be a big thing if you're like, man, such and such got shot. Or you go to Find Your Great Skate back then and, you see people, it was the fight first, then gun. But now, what first is guns first. Nobody know how to fight. They go to the jail. They come to the county and the penitentiary. They become because they ain't know how to put one in front of the other one and slip. And you feel me?
Yeah.
You just a straight. To go straight to your gun. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got damn muscle.
Yeah.
No fighting IQ at all. You don't know. You ain't watching the feet, shoulders, nothing. You just getting your ass whooped. That's crazy. But I suggest that people at least learn how. We had PABA when we were young, so we had to go to the boxing ring. Somebody need to bring that back. Floyd Mayweather, come on, man. That's what they need, a different boxing gym in every city so these boys can learn how to fight again.
Yeah.
Everybody's scared to get beat up.
Nah, that's real. That's real.
Yeah, they don't want to be embarrassed before I get beat up. Guess what?
And Texas is still one of them states though where fighting is part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
Yeah, we grow up fighting,
Yeah.
slap boxing, chest boxing, everything. You know what I'm saying? So let me go back to those Screw times though. So you got DJ Screw doing this thing, then you got y'all swinging y'all slabs and the tapes is supporting it, and then Big Mo comes out. So how did that come about? Like Big Mo, and tell us about some of your interactions with Big Mo and you got Big Mo, man. What you got? You got Big Pokey. You got...
Let's talk about Mo. Let's do that.
All right.
My grandmother, the neighborhood we in right here, Mo from this neighborhood. My grandmother stay on Charleston. Mo stay on Tampa. So,
okay.
I've been knowing Mo forever. You know what I mean? And then Mo always been who you see. When he went to Yates, he played football. He was always walking through the hallways singing. So he had an actual music group back then, singing group. You know what I'm saying? He was in a sing. So Big Mo always been the singer. He gonna sing in the hallways. He gonna sing in the back of the bus going to the game. He take songs that was out and he'd just like remix it and sing it walking around. So Mo has always been Mo. And people don't know it used to be a skinny Mo too. A skinnier Mo.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Yeah.
Little less than chubby though. Because if you know his brother K Love, you know K Love just picked up some weight. So I don't know how many Twinkies he had to turn into Big Mo. You know what I'm saying? And I can rank on him because that's all he do. He's a singing, ranking, talking about you. The room lights up when he come in. You know those type of people, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That walk in and ain't no holding your head down. You just when he come, it's like lights, camera, action. Big Mo in here. Cause he just gonna do something crazy. Hey boy, booty stain. You know what I'm saying? He just gonna break out singing something. That's gonna, hey, man, hey man. But now Mo has always been Mo. But Mo and Screw had a relationship like Dr. Dre and Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
He was the Nate Dogg of the clique, but nobody has more Screw tapes than Mo. Loranda might disagree. A couple people might disagree, but Big Mo, let's just say how many tapes he owned. Because see, I think that's what people be trying to get like, now how many tapes is actually his? I got this count, you got this count. Yeah, I mean, like that matter, but it also count because people will come get you for their tape too.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. So when it started getting, we're like, oh, we actually got a chance to probably do something. Boys start rapping a little bit more on them tapes. So you could go get Kiki, Mike D, you know, whoever you think rap the hardest or from your neighborhood. Most likely people, you know, like Demo with June 27th. That was his neighborhood. He came in. So most time you're gonna come with the people you know and you've been watching this one rapping. So you bring them to Screwhouse with you. Mo probably either there already or on his way.
Yeah.
So automatically the hook go to Big Mo. If we flowing, Big Mo there, hey, Mo sang the hook. And that's how him and Screw got like this. And he would always be there, man. And I'm telling you, man. But it worked for him because when he signed the Red Shop, right? Besides Flip, who with Mo with the sales and relevancy coming from the screwed up clique. Man, everybody love Big Mo. Look, first person you say, Big Mo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Most people do because he has so many songs. He sold so many records. He really did that. And he was with everything he say. He was really the bar baby. I'm talking about, and let me tell you a quick story about Mo, man. And I don't know if I spoke on it, but Mo, let me tell you, everybody know he loves syrup. He loves codeine, you know. That's an awful lot. Shout out. You know what I mean? Mo would have 2 cups, bro. And I mean 2 double cups. Like he may have a 32-ounce double cup, right? That's gonna hide way back here, right? And then he got his regular cup, like this cup out here. He can, you know, anybody can drink out that cup right there. But you can't hit this cup back here. Mo is a drinking man. I'm talking about, man, he'd be like, yeah, go ahead. Because everybody, the thing when you see Mo, let me taste that, baby. Because he don't muddy. So he got this one nice and muddy where you like, damn, I never do this. But this one back here, that double that one. I'm telling you, man. Mo, and when he say a big dude hop in the shower and it really take about an hour, bruh, that man gonna lay his clothes out. He gonna spray cologne on the top, and he gonna get that other one right there, right there. Yeah, he gonna put a different cologne on the bottom. He gonna spray his boxers. He got everything laid out on the bed. I be like, yo, bro, your fat on. Come on here, man. I'm talking about it. Love to eat for y'all that know that. You know what I mean? But I miss him so much, man, because you missed the ones that was the life of the party, like him and Pat, Pokey, you know.
Yeah.
3-2. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess all them guys though, man. Damn, boy, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. So I know y'all had some good times.
Man, that shit be hurting the nigga. Like them boys, just to know the impact they would have on the city today.
Yeah.
Knowing, just seeing what we have done. We still talking about this 26 years later. We don't be talking about this on a knee in the ground.
No, for sure.
That's why I started doing podcasts, because it's like, man, somebody got to document them times. So the more I know, of course we got to do, you know, make people watch it, but at the same time, I get off on them story times. I get off on really. I know that's the purpose of it, to document our time, because this shit going on forever, man. They gonna forever be screwed up.
No, for sure. Now I'm gonna be real with you. Like we was talking about off camera. That's the thing I hate about the internet. I wish we could just get on here and tell a story, but people on the internet, they don't care about a story.
There you go. Thank
And
you.
they care about a title.
Yeah.
Then after you get them in with the title, then they care about the story. I wish it ain't have to be like that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I care about the story.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Just sitting here listening to you tell me these stories, you know what I'm saying? I remember listening to Boy Baby on the radio and all of that kind of stuff as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So to hear the stories and the correlation for me, like that means a lot for me. You know, man. So because and like you said, for them to have that impact, that in that short amount of time. I mean, when we talk about Screw not here with us. When we talk about Big Mo not here with us. And you know what I'm saying? Like even man, a lot of the legends around that time. I think Pokey gone too, huh?
Yeah, gone.
Yeah, man. And we just lost Watts. Like, damn.
Should be crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you something crazy. Imagine listening to a song and you the only one living on that. That shit me up every time. I'm like, damn, I'm the only one still here on this.
Yeah.
Especially when you got one that got 3, 4, 5 people on there. You look like, man, shit crazy. Everybody jamming, you think about it. But just imagine being like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Be crazy. And I only really think about it when I'm doing it, like show. We doing on stage. That's when I think about it, because it's like, do they? So y'all hear me saying this? I need to put it. But it's beautiful to see at the same time.
For sure. You know, when you get to a certain spot in life, you realize it's pros and cons to everything. Ain't nothing just all pros. Everything got a plus and a minus.
For sure.
So, let's talk about this. So you being one of the pioneers of the drink culture, and you know, you look at the drink culture now, it's worldwide. It's worldwide. And so tell me what your thoughts are on the current drink culture, and then we're gonna go and let's stop. Let's stay right there. Okay. Tell me your thoughts on the current drink culture.
Man, the current drink culture is crazy because, bro, we could go in Papados with a double cup, sit it on the table, and nobody said nothing. Justin Bieber, Lil Wayne, few more cats, they murdered the drink game, bro. It got too popular.
Yeah.
To where it got banned down here. Because it became a fashion statement to have a cup with you. We're really getting high on that shit, getting money with that. That's what led to the ban. You can only have so much. This come from the doctor. It's only so many papers they can write. So if everybody drink his, then they gonna wonder where all the is syrup going. And that's what happened. Man, it became a hustle. When I put it in the streets, it was a hustle. We got addicted along the way. You know what I mean? So, but with the culture now is that it becomes like, but it was only so far few in between. But now everybody want to drink syrup because they see it in the rap videos, this, that. You know what I'm saying? It became so popular, but now nobody can get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To where the doctors got to write it and do this, and like this really ain't it's over the counter, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, behind the counter, bro. You can't just go buy no syrup. So people going state to state and everybody on it. I remember when it wasn't none of that. We go to Louisiana with a jug, put it in the cabinet. That's why I ain't got to ride back and forth with it. And yeah, nobody want to buy it. But now you got some syrup and the prices, oh my God.
Yeah.
You got to be a billionaire to drink syrup these days. Real syrup.
Yeah.
Because the that you can afford ain't syrup. And if y'all drinking that, you might well be drinking green. Man, don't drink that bathroom. These niggas ain't no real. Yeah, my boy used to work at Activist. He got to, you know what I'm saying? I got that boy tasting just like that act, though. How old are you, man? I'm 28. Bruh, how the you know what act tastes like? This 2026, man, the last act bottles what, 2012, 2010s, 11, when it was still $1,000, $2,000 a pint.
Yeah.
So it start drying up then. So if it's 26 and you just say 2010, 15 years ago, you don't know no activist take like you were 12 years old. Stop it. That's why they call me and be like, oh, gee, I don't want to taste none of that bathroom. They put it in the sodas and learn how to make sodas with it. Now it's actually a thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but the soda $50. So you gotta be a millionaire to entertain syrup nowadays, man. Yeah. I tell people it's too late. That's a drug that just passed, man. Let it go, man. Because if they all let it go, the prices will go back to normal. The more y'all with it, we can't drink this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? 3,000 a pint, 200 a line. That's 3,200 a pint, bro. Think about it. The way I drank, we drinking an 8 every day. That's 1,600 a day. 10 days, that's 16,000.
Yeah.
20 days, that's 32,000.
So
$48,000, $50,000 a month on syrup, but you could be a millionaire and go broke on syrup.
No, for real. So let me ask you this: so
50,000 for some shit you got to piss out. You crazy here? Hell no, y'all better stop it.
So what was the prices of what was the prices of drink when y'all was pulling up back then?
Man, $50 a pint, $100 a pint. Get a $25 cup, which was probably a four, because they didn't really even measure it when we started drinking back in the Gap.
Yeah.
Dolphin bring you a pint, because like I said before, the drink is discovered where heroin addicts are at. Third Ward is a heroin block. Everybody came from New Orleans. They came to the trade to find them some good run. So pretty much wherever that is in your city, you can find syrup in that community. Because if they don't got, they can take them a drink and now to kind of take the shakes off, right? So when we was getting it might be a dope fiend want to exchange some work. You got a pint or 8, give him a dime rock. You know what I mean? We get the beer, we get the Boone's Farm, we get the, whatever we got there before soda. So we would get it, it was different. So we called it sweet beer. That's when 40 ounces was in style. So I be talking about your beer drinking uncle. Nah, I ain't no beer since Easy said get your 8-ball rolling. Yeah, cold 40 ounce, tight white inside. Yeah, I'm old as a drink no beer today though. Yeah. Player. Yeah. So anyway, but back then you looking at when it was, bro, it was nothing. There really was no price on it. I had to start putting a price on it.
Yeah.
Which was pretty much 100 or 200 stood.
Got you. So you said when y'all was originally blowing up, y'all was pulling up in beer.
Beer, Boone's Farm,
yeah,
wine cooler. Man, you really designed to drink it straight and chase it with liquor. That's what my daddy done did.
Yeah. Got
See, it's always been around, but they like Mr. Hunt, like rest in peace, that's my godfather, right? He was one of the plugs. Also, he used to tell me, when you see me pointing that soda, like, why you doing that? Man, just drink. He'll have a pint in his back pocket. He wake up in the morning, he go hit that like an old shot of whiskey. He go hit that pint, twist that, hit that busy, and come together like the Tin Man when the oil hit him. You feel me? That's why they call it oil, because it like run through you and you be like, I get my joints loose again. Yeah, opiates. Man, that's dumb as hell. But you would see that. You know what I mean? That's how they go. But I think 200 might have been the highest. When it started going up to 400, 600, I remember I looked at it, row one time, zero. I said, bro, this before I went to jail. You don't around with this. Bro. But before I went to jail in 2008, I said, hey, bro, would you still buy this if it was $1,000 a pint? And I said, hell no. And I thought, sound like, man, there's no way it could ever get to 1,000. Came home, leaders to say it was 1,600, and nowadays it's at 200.
Yeah.
So to me, that's crazy and dumb as something that I got for a little of nothing. I'm finna pay that much money for it.
Yeah.
Pastor Cavassier. For real. That shit.